Hey guys, welcome to my first ever reading your comments video. Wading through your comments. Why? Because pun can't. I screwed that up. Whatever. Anyway, so our first comment is from Electro Creeper Game. So tired and I don't give a boop because I get to watch ice cream and eat Wade. One more time. Because I get to watch ice cream and eat Wade. So tired. I get so tired out of that because watching ice cream's a terrible idea because it will melt. Eating me... it's okay, I guess, but don't let your ice cream melt. That's a total waste of ice cream there. Alright, up next. This text is bold and slanted. Be amazed! Whoa! Mr. TNT Supreme knows how to use the bold and italic function. Amazing. Daniel Alejandro says, well shit, now my subs list is full. Subscribing now to Lordman Wade! Couple things here. One, thank you for subscribing. Two, can you even have a full subs list? Is that even a possible thing? 3, if you're subscribed to that many people, do you watch everything they upload every day? Because if so, how do you have time for anything else? If you have a full sub list, like I can't even imagine having time for my videos in a day, much less watching like 5, 10, 20, 30 people's videos. That's a lot of videos to try to get through. Just going ahead and throwing that out there. But thank you for subscribing. Hopefully you enjoy that subscription and it's worth filling up your subs list. And Lord Wade it's close enough to my name. I'll give you that one. Jamie Avir says, hey Wade, you should request this game to Mark. No. I mean, Mark never requests games to me. I guess you mean recommend. Every now and then I'll tell Mark about this game he should try, but for the most part, I mean, Mark finds his own stuff, I find my own stuff, and if we play the same thing, it's probably because we saw it on the front page of Steam, or fans recommended it, or IndieDB, or something like that. So we're pretty good about finding our own content. Every now and then we'll say something, but Mark plays what he wants to play, I play what I want to play. Sometimes they overlap because we do a lot of similar types of games. Same with Jack and Bob and D-Live and everyone else. So, you know, they'll do their thing, I'll do my thing. Is what it is. But I appreciate the sentiment there. HD Nitor Subspace says, my girlfriend broke up with me while I watched this. Now life is worse than any horror movie game. Oh, I am so sorry. That's very sad. Hopefully it's not because you were watching this or that video. I am really sorry to hear that. Sometimes things like that happen, and it's really unfortunate because, you know, you can kind of have that sour taste in your mouth whenever something bad happens while you're doing a certain activity or at a certain place, and it kind of makes you think about that every time you see your watch or go back there. So hopefully it doesn't keep you from enjoying my videos in the future, but I mean, you know, hang in there. Hopefully, you know, either things work out or else, you know, you'll find someone else in the future. Just whatever you do, if it wasn't a healthy relationship, don't get back in it, even if she comes back to you, because it's important that you know, have enough respect in yourself to wait till you get the right kind of relationship. So I'm really sorry to hear you're going through this and that it happened while you were watching one of my videos, but I wish there was some more I could do. It's the only bad thing about being on this side of the screen is I can only give you words and jokes and gameplays and things. I can't physically be there for you guys all the time. It hurts, but you know, I hope, hang in there, and hopefully things get better. All right, Peyton Winters says, shut up, Wade. You should have just kept it in all caps. Shut up, Wade. That would have been more like the Markiplier type thing. But I'll respond to you the way I respond to everybody. No, it hasn't worked yet. A lot of people, you know, comment this and then my comment section fills up with people yelling at them for saying that, and then they get yelled at because they say it's just a joke, and there's a lot of back and forth about it. I mean, personally, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like it. It's annoying, seeing it all the time. It's an old joke, and jokes between friends are one thing, but when for somebody else, like, it's like when someone forces their way on to do an inside joke, like, hey, what are you guys laughing about? Oh, you told me, yeah, shut up, man. What was your name again? Bill? Yeah, go back down to accounting, Bill, because this isn't your department and you're not really welcome here. That's kind of the way it feels sometimes. It's not like you guys aren't welcome in my videos or anything. It's just, it's like, that's a thing between Mark and I where he yells that and I don't yell that, or I tell a bad joke and he goes, oh. Things like that, and it's really kind of just strange, especially in person when someone runs up and says, shut up, Wade. It's like, how am I supposed to respond to you? Am I supposed to be like, man, I've never heard that before? Or am I supposed to be like, oh my God, you're so funny, you quoted Mark. I mean, I'd rather you guys just be real. You know, you don't have to quote Mark to be cool or anything like that. Be yourselves, say what you want to say. If you genuinely want me to shut up, that's one thing. I have a feeling though that this is a reference to something else. So, I don't know. That's all I had to say about that. Nicole Brophy says, I just got a root canal done. Ow. In excruciating pain. Yes. And this made me so happy that Wade is being scared for our entertainment. Thank you, Wade, for making my day better. Nicole, hang in there. I've never had a root canal. I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and that was bad enough. So, yeah, I'm glad to be there. Trust me, playing horror games is pretty much like a root canal for me. Not quite as painful, but I actually only really play horror games because you guys enjoy the terror that I feel. And personally, whenever I go back and edit them, I laugh at my own terror. Because while I'm playing a horror game, I am genuinely scared. I don't like that feeling. I can't do haunted houses. When I watch horror movies, I will not watch them alone. And playing a horror game is pretty much the hardest thing I've put myself through on the internet because I don't know, genuinely don't like the feeling of dread that comes before something pops up and scares you. So I do it because you guys like it and because I think it's funny how I react, but I mean, as far as actually enjoying the experience of being terrified, I'm not like Mark in that way. I can't say I enjoy, like Outlast about killed me. Oh my God, I can only play that for like a few minutes and I was like, well, break time. Yep, recorded one episode, gonna go play Happy Prissy Ponies Love Canoe. If that's a porn game, please don't tell me. Anywho, Quishy says, when I was little, I used to think he was called Bogeyman, and he flicked bogeys on people, like boogers, I'm supposing. And then someone corrected me as Boogeyman, so I thought he wore Elvis clothes, star glasses, and had an afro. Hey, I'm the Boogeyman, escape from the closet now. I don't think that's the case, nor is it Bogeyman. I honestly used to think it was Booger Man myself. So I used to think it was like a giant booger that was a collection of like all of the children's rejected snot over the years that would come out and attack you in your sleep, which is a really gross thought, because I mean, what's it gonna do other than like get you all slimy and gross? Then you got that one kid that's like laying in his bed like, I hope the Booger Man comes tonight, I'm ready to feast. And you're like, no Jimmy, no! And he's like, yes Wade, yes! Red Pyro writes, this is the first game I've seen Lord Minion 777 play, and I have to say that in my opinion, he is better than Markiplier. 1, thank you very much. 2, being compared to other YouTubers is kind of a strange thing for me, because I feel like we all have something unique to offer. It's kind of like comparing The Walking Dead and Supernatural to Bewitched and, I don't know, what are other popular shows? CSI and Criminal Minds and Survivor. I don't know. You compare these different channels on YouTube and we're all different personalities, and some of us, you know, we scream when we're scared. We laugh when things are funny, but you know, our commentary and everything else are a little bit different. So I feel like there's people out there that enjoy Mark's content because Mark's a very charismatic, entertaining guy who likes to flex and stuff. And then there's me who's like, games! Games! And then there's people like Bob that have like a great laugh and are actually really interesting and have smart things to say about the games they're playing. So we all have different things to offer. So I don't think I'm better than Mark. I don't know that I'm necessarily worse than Mark. I feel like I'm my own person. I appreciate the compliment, but just so you guys know, in my mind, there's not really a comparison thing. I feel like Mark's a very entertaining person, and I am honored to even be mentioned among the names of people that you watch. So that's how I feel about that one. Thank you, Red Pyro. Not trying to put you down for complimenting me or anything. I'm just stating the fact that I don't want to seem bigoted or big-headed or anything. Because I'm really not. I mean, it's pretty average size for my height. Terrible joke. Tribunary Joker says, I don't know why I had so much trouble with that. This is why I get Duracell batteries. This was on Boogeyman. And if you haven't seen the Boogeyman playthrough, you should check it out. It's kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy's style of game, but with the Boogeyman instead of having animatronics. And it's kind of creepy, it really is. I won't say much more about it, but you do have a power meter. You got a flashlight you have to use. And the flashlight, especially on later nights, runs out very quickly and you've got to replace the batteries. But you start off the night with full power. And all you got to do is get through one night by periodically turning on your flashlight. and your batteries are like gone after like 5 clicks. You're like click, 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 click. Oh, there goes my battery. So I can appreciate why you would get Duracell batteries there, Tribunary Joker. I like that. Maybe we should tell our hero to not be an idiot and buy the cheap knockoff brand that's only gonna last for a minute. You dumb kid and your bad batteries, you deserve to be boogeymaned. I'm the dumb kid. Beverly Jones says, I wish to say a heartfelt thank you. On a lot of YouTube videos, there's an excess of, I'm assuming, block your ears, Beverly Jones. I'm assuming you're saying the goddamn it phrase being blurted out. Mind you, I have no problem with any other profanity being said except for that one word. So with that being said, I am undoubtedly in gratitude to you for not using that one word very much. I apologize for actually saying it out loud. I guess I shouldn't have because you just said you appreciate me not saying it, but, well, there I go screwing it up. In any case, I try not to curse as much as possible, and sometimes I do slip up and I say things like that. I actually said that exact phrase, unfortunately, to Mark whenever he called me the other day on a prank call. And it's not actually a phrase I feel like I actually use that often, but I do slip up from time to time. I'm gonna take a step back here and just say, personally, I feel like profanity is a really silly thing. I think that we make curse words into something more than they should be. You know, like the F word, the D word, the S word, whatever word it is. If I say crap or screw you or things like that, they have the same meaning, you know? If I say screw you and I actually say it in an angry way, like what's the difference between that and the F word other than maybe the F word we give heavier connotation to? But it's still a negative statement that, in all honesty, we should eliminate from our vocabularies just because to make us nicer people. But I'm an imperfect person. I curse from time to time. I try not to curse in my videos just because I don't like to. But my view on curse words is that we are the reason that curse words are bad, not because they're actually bad on their own account. Now, I will say there is a bit of a difference for the, GD, because there's that religious aspect to it, and telling God to, damn something is a little bit different than just saying shit. So, I apologize for cursing several times in this video now, but one, I was just reading the earlier comment, and now I'm just trying to explain my stance on things. I don't know, it's very hard after posting 1,000 videos to perfectly censor ourselves. And some of us, Mark, doesn't really care to censor himself whenever he's speaking. He just says whatever comes to mind, and that's nothing wrong with that, in all honesty. If I started YouTube nowadays, instead of back when I did, I don't know if I'd be the same or not. It's just whenever I first started, I wasn't quite comfortable cursing in front of my audience, and now I just kind of try to hold true to that because it's just the way I've been. Everyone is different, and there are so many of you out there with different opinions on things, and us with our own opinions on things, that it's so hard to please everybody. I get some people like, oh wait, quit pretending you don't curse, oh, and then those of you that thank me for not cursing, and then I turn around and curse while talking about not cursing. So I'm a total hypocrite in that sense, but yeah, I was gonna make a point. So, point. Ocelot says, Ocelot? Been loving your content recently, Wade. Keep up the awesome sauce. Well, that sauce just happens to be, I don't have any sauce near me of any kind, so I can't make a sauce joke. But thank you, Ocelot. Honestly, ever since I've gotten Data help me edit, and I've been doing more collaborations with, Mark, Jack, Bob, Patrick, Gar, JP, DLive, Entuin, even Eat My Diction recently. Just the people that I've been working with lately, I've really enjoyed playing with. I hope to get maybe Molly, Zombie, maybe Latin back into a series of 7 Days to Die soon. I like playing with people that I know well that are my friends, and just, I don't know, having constant collaborations is fun for me. I'm doing a variety of games like, the Dead Realms, the Gmods, the Rusts, the Gmod Horrors, Undertale. I'm just playing a nice variety of games. It's been a really, really good time of year for a lot of good games to be coming out lately. So I'm enjoying the games. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content, and I will do my best to keep up the awesome sauce. Thank you, Ocelot. Mark Sukarum says, whoa! You can have a Kermit voice? Awesome! I don't know if my Kermit voice is that great, but I mean, it's not easy doing Kermit all the time, because my Kermit voice is really just me talking like this. It's not easy being green. I like to do Kermit whenever I'm, like, there's a guy, Terry Fader, I think his name is, who was on, America's Got Talent, or Great Britain's Got Talent, or The World's Got Talent, one of the talent shows, and he could do a ventriloquism while doing voice impressions, while singing, which was fantastic. It was an amazing, one of the most amazing talents I've ever seen. And he did one where he was holding this little turtle and he was singing Wonderful World. So he started off with, I see skies of blue, clouds of white, I see the colors all day and night. And then he switched over to Kermit. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. But he was doing that while doing ventriloquism, which was very amazing. So if you guys haven't seen Terry Fator, you should check him out because it's really, really cool stuff. And he does it a lot better than I can do it. So there you go. Spako Bra wrote. Speako Bra wrote. That name. You got me. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Spakabra wrote? Spakabra. It's not Spankabra, Wade. Spike. I don't know, I give up! I imagine Wade sitting there seeing the first comments plop up in his feed. He's excited, his eyes filled with glee and joy, and then he clicks and all he sees is first comment. Then he goes silent, thinks about his life choices, and decides not to look at the comments for 3 days to wait for good ones that actually have something to do with the video he just posted. Also, this map is great. I like the little... Also, this map is great. I don't mind first comments. I get it, because it's exciting, I guess. Whenever you watch somebody, you know, post hundreds or thousands of videos or whatever it is, and you see everyone get there first, and it's like, oh, that's so stupid. But then you get there, and it's like, there's no other comments. There are no other comments. I could be the first comment on this video. Everyone will see my comment. What do I say? I've got nothing intelligent to add. First. Damn it! So, I mean, there I go cursing again. But yeah, I don't mind that. I do like to see genuine feedback and things like that, but I mean, I get why people say that, because it's like a rare opportunity when you have someone that gets 100 views or 1,000 views or 100,000 views or whatever may be the case. So I don't mind it so much, but I definitely do look back later and try to get more comments posted than just reading first comment and the hate that comes from people that say that. So it is what it is. But I'm glad you enjoyed the map. Also, another thing I want to add real quick before I move on. Sometimes I don't go back and look at comments right away on games where I don't want spoilers. So like Undertale or Soma, things like that. Sometimes I'll just avoid comments till I finish the playthrough, or until at least I'm a little bit further in, to where I don't imagine there's as many spoilers on episode 1 for part 20 as there would be for the first few parts. So sometimes I give it a little bit of time, not because I'm worried about your comments, but because I just don't want to spoil anything for myself. And I've looked back at comment sections before and been like, oh, and by the way, he's actually a fish. It's like, oh no, I didn't know he was a fish! You ruined the entire experience for me! I can't think of a time where the guy was a fish and that was a spoiler. Mariah Donnelly says, I love your intro and outro animations, especially for horror games. They're so creepy and totally set the mood. I really like the intro and outro for horror games as well. Some people get tired of seeing them after a while. I mean, personally, the other one I use, the other intro, is less fitting for me because I don't really do like reviews per se. I mean, I do commentary while I play a game, and I'll kind of talk about it at the end, but that's not quite the same as just sitting there and reviewing a game, I don't think. And I don't do as many shooters because on shooters, I'm like, stupid camping noobs! God, why are all these 12-year-olds camping? While I'm trying to go there to camp. So, I don't do shooters as much because it's just me being ragey and stupid, like, you know, the typical Call of Duty player, while I'm sitting there drooling over myself because I can't think to comment because I'm tryharding so much. So I do less of those and more of games where I actually can have time to comment or scream or be afraid. So I'm glad you enjoy those. I'm really torn about getting rid of those. I think I might keep the horror ones and then just change out the ones I use for other videos, but I don't know, we'll see. Tyler Rowe writes, my mom does Relay for Life. She runs it at California Apple Valley. I saw Relay for Life on your shirt. So yes, that is awesome. Relay for Life is a huge, huge deal for me. I did Relay for Life for the American Cancer Society when I was at the University of Cincinnati, all for 3.5 years I was there. I actually transferred from Miami University down to UC after a semester because reasons. But in any case, both are great schools. Don't get me wrong, they're both great schools. So Relay for Life is an amazing thing that brings students and families and friends and people together. You raise as much money as you can. Our goals were always in the 6 figures, trying to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for cancer research. And having lost a lot of people in my family to cancer, seeing the kind of passion people have, seeing survivors, seeing people that have lost loved ones get together, unite, and just, you know, spend all night walking on this track, powering through our exhaustion, knowing that we have a reason to stand there and fight and keep going is an amazing thing. And I highly recommend for those of you, you know, in high school or younger, or even in college right now, even if you're out of college, see if you can participate in Relay for Life or something like that if you're interested or, you know, you care to. It's a very powerful thing, and I feel like it makes a huge difference. And not only that, but it fills you with a lot of powerful emotion knowing how many people are there trying to make a difference. It's like when we do a charity stream, but you can actually see the people in person. It's just an amazing thing that I cannot praise enough. So yes, that's really awesome, Tyler. I hope one day you participate as well. Even if you don't run, we didn't run at ours, we would just walk the track. We'd have one person, we'd have a team of like 4 or 5 people, and one person would be on the track for half hour or an hour, then we'd switch and rotate, and the other people would hang out and play games or you know, sell their items. We'd have different events on campus to try to raise more money, so you could have like a bake sale. There was one guy that he stood on a chair and you'd pay like $1 or $5 and you'd get like a certain length of duct tape and you would just tape him around this pole, and eventually he'd have enough tape where they'd remove the chair and he would spend all night taped to a flippin' pole just above the ground hanging there, and he would just keep having people add tape to keep him secure on there. He would do that all night. It was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, that's some dedication. So Relay for Life can be really awesome if you do it and you're creative with it. All right, JPD Tad says, resource rock, resource rock, resource rock. Chalabunga, chalabunga, resource rock. Unka donka, unka donka. Do you know that reference? 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die, yes! They added this rock feature in a while. I don't even know if they still have it, but you would go and you could beat these rocks. They'd give you resources. So for some reason, I went and did some like weird dance and started chanting resource rock, and became a thing. People liked it, so I'm glad you remember it, JPD. I enjoyed that. Makes me want to go back and play again. Justice Crutchfield writes, if that is actually your name, that is an intensely powerful name. Justice Crutchfield. That sounds like an attorney. Justice Crutchfield, attorney at law. I like it. Hey Wade, where did your YouTube username come from? So, I've gone over this a few times, but I'll tell you guys again. Minion was my favorite character on the Twisted Metal series, specifically Twisted Metal 2. There was this level where you'd be like driving around in lava and you had to fight Minion in this big tank, and he was like some demon from hell with this amazing super, and he could just run into you and kill you. It was really tough. And I don't know, I used this cheat code to get to play as him, and I would just tear through everyone. So I started using the name Minion for like my PlayStation accounts and emails and things. And I was like, alright, well I'm gonna make a YouTube that no one's ever gonna watch anyway, so it doesn't really matter what my name is. I'll go with Minion. Taken. Aw. Minion 7. Taken. Aw. Minion 777. Taken. Aw. Well, what can I add to this to make it so it's not taken? I guess I can put something in front. Mr. Minion. King Minion. Super Minion. Lord Minion. Oh, whatever. No one's gonna watch us anyway, so I'll just make it that. I'm just here to comment on other people's videos, so whatever. 3 is actually my lucky number. I don't know why I picked 7 to be my thing, but I like 7s, I like 3, and 3 7s is why I do that. Minion because of the game, and then Lord because I needed something to put in the front. Tony Spike says, remember the universal greeting, Wade. Bawa weep, grana weep, nin bong. Bawa weep, grana weep, nin bong. Bow. Remember that, guys. Immortal Centurion says, Wade, you killed beavers! So, that's from Natural Selection 2, the gameplay did for the Polaris Civil War. Maybe that's the name of a character I was playing against, I don't know, but apparently I killed beavers. I don't think it's the kind, I think it's the nickname kind. Nathan Stewart says, what's your favorite color, Wade? So, when I was a kid, my favorite color was red. Then, as a teenager, it was blue, because, I don't know, everyone liked blue, and people didn't like red, so I switched it to blue. And my grandma's favorite colors were red and black together, and so the first car I ever got, I got in red and black, so I was like, oh, these are my grandma's favorite colors, and she meant the world to me, so I did that in her honor, and she was still alive at that point, but unfortunately she passed away soon after. And I kind of grew up quite a bit after she passed away, and realized that I didn't give a crap anymore about what everyone else liked. And I love the color blue. but I think red and black are really a favorite combination of mine. One, in honor of my grandma, and two, because red's always been a color I've really enjoyed. So red, blue, and then probably red and black as a combination in there are some of my favorite mixtures of colors, which is why my W shirts are red and black. Whenever Mark made his black and red way back in the day and Zombie said I should be the inverse of Mark, I jumped right on it, not because I wanted to copy Mark, but because that's one of my favorite color schemes, and two, being the inverse of Mark was kind of fitting because of Drunk Minecraft. I was always his antithesis and the thorn in his side, so it worked. Origin TT writes, rhetorical question, why in the world would Wade play a horror with JP? Because somebody screams more girly than I do. And JP's an awesome guy. I really love JP's channel. I like playing with JP. He's been a friend and a fan since before most of you even knew I existed on the internet. He's been around for 2 or 3 years watching my channel, playing Minecraft with me on the Vox Populi server and recording with me and such. He was in some of the first videos I ever posted on my channel, so JP's an awesome guy, and I genuinely enjoy listening to him peek his mic and scream the most unholy of terrible, shrieky sounding screams. That's why. Because it makes my scream sound more tough. Get wrecked, JP. Callum Jones writes, thank you for cheering me up, Wade. I love your content and seeing you upload every day brightens up my day too. You've helped me through my diagnosis, which I won't talk about to avoid attention whore comments, and I hope you continue doing what you do. You're welcome, Callum. Don't worry about attention whore comments. There's some people that just are nasty. You know, some dislikes you get on a video when you post videos are just because people want to come and dislike. I've seen dislikes on my channel on a video that I just posted that someone has clearly not watched yet, but they either disliked it because it wasn't the video they wanted to see, or because they're just nasty. If somebody genuinely doesn't like one of my videos enough to the point where they think it's worth clicking dislike, that's fine. I got no beef with you. But for people that just do it out of meanness, it is what it is. So I expect there'll be a lot of dislikes on this video, and it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna post what I want to post. I did polls, you guys voted, you wanted a reading your comments video, you're gonna get it. I don't care if people dislike it. Whatever, get wrecked. I'm doing my thing, this is my channel. If you don't want to watch it, tune into another one. As much as I want all of you guys here, and I would love to have millions and billions of views and subscribers, I'm not going to sell out and be something other than what I am to get that. So if people dislike it, I expect that. There's millions of you out there, billions of people out there that could come watch my channel, and with the amount of individuality on the planet, I don't expect everyone to like what I do. And I don't expect everyone to be the kind of person that I strive to be. So that's what I have to say about that. But you know, I really am there, and I do what I do for people like Callum here that, you know, need something to uplift them throughout the day. I've mentioned this many times. I used to watch a guy named Funky Honky CDXX. I watched his Let's Play Civilization 4s, and I watched his Fallout 3 and other games after that even too. He'd like a Let's Play Sid Meier's Pirates and all kinds of things that I watched. But whenever I was going through rough times or I was homesick from school, instead of playing some of these games myself, I'd go watch him play. And I totally get where Let's Players can be an uplifting pillar. And while I don't personally feel like I deserve to be that for you guys, I feel like I'm not good enough, I guess, which you guys will fight with me about, but I do what I do for you. And the fact that you guys say things like that, you know, just keep me wanting to go. So thank you, Callum. And I guess you're welcome, but I do it because of things like this. 2D Gorillas writes, Wade, what's your favorite drink, like soda, energy drink, tea, etc.? That's tough. It really depends on my mood. Sweet tea, you can never go wrong with sweet tea, like a raspberry sweet tea. Coca-Cola is good. I like Pepsi with Skyline Chili. Kickapoo's Malibu, so good. Patrick's got me drinking Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I like Mountain Dew Voltage. Those are two of my favorites. I'm not really a big regular Mountain Dew guy. Dr. Pepper's good. Whenever I go to Burger King, I actually mix Dr. Pepper and Coke. I do like half of each, and I love that mixture. The Burger King used to have like a little thing where you'd go in and like they would tell you like how to mix your drinks to make different named drinks. And the first one I ever tried was the half Dr. Pepper, half Coke. I forget what it's called, like Gold Rush or something. And I loved it. And so every time I go there, for some reason, I have to have that. So I have to mix those two together. I've been trying to cut back on pop recently though, so I'll drink like fruit juices. I used to drink this orange pineapple apple drink, I think it was called, which was really good, or regular orange juice. Just water's fine, but it really depends on my mood. But you can never go wrong with a good sweet tea. The Hawk writes, Wade, in a read your comments, would you suck noodles with your butthole and puke out rainbows, call Jacksepticeye and say you're not the booze, you haven't licked a bear like me with your salad fingers, then call Mark saying I'm a noodle? No. But... Ethan Barr says, please. Okay. Sophie Duff says, happy 700K! Thank you, Sophie. That was a milestone I didn't know I was gonna hit this year or wait till next year, and then you guys, you know, have been coming to my channel lately, a lot of you subscribed and watching, and things have taken off a bit, and now I'm at like 704, 705K, I don't know. There was a time, you know, where I was monitoring my stuff every day, like, are people watching this? Are people still subscribing if I'm posting this? And now I'm to the point where I really, really appreciate every person that subscribes, but I'm so much more focused on just, you know, delivering content and such that I sometimes miss these milestones approaching. I didn't know I was close to hitting 700K until it happened. And you guys will be like, oh yeah, right, Wade, you knew where you were. Not really. Time flies. It's football season 1, so I've been paying a lot more attention to football, especially since my team's been playing pretty well until the other day. But just there's so much more in life, I feel like, than focusing on numbers, and that's not to say I don't appreciate you guys subscribing. I do, and I will love when we hit 1 million subscribers, and I'll just be like, and you guys will be like, unsub, block, dislike, unfollow, and then I won't dance anymore. But in all seriousness, no, I appreciate that, and it's an amazing thing to think about. I mean, it gets to a point, I feel like around 100,000 subscribers, it got to the point where I could no longer imagine the amount of subscribers I had. Not that I could imagine 99,000 or whatever, but you think about it, it's like, what in the world is representative of 700,000 people clicking subscribe, or getting, you know, 100,000 views a day, or 200,000 or 300,000 views a day, or millions of views on a video? What does that actually mean? I can't picture that many, you know, and that's mind-blowing. And so I keep hitting these new milestones, and I just can't fully grasp what they even mean anymore, because it's a number that I can't fathom. You know, I can't imagine having $700,000. I can't imagine having 700,000 people watching my videos. It'd be like me standing on stage trying to imagine more than, I think we've had like 5,000 or 10,000 people we've seen looking at us on a stage before. And that looks like an ocean of people. So for 700,000, there's just no way for me to comprehend that. So thank you, Sophie, and thank you all of you that have congratulated me that have been a part of this, but it's really not, I say this a lot, but all I do is I keep posting content, and you guys keep coming back to watch, and you spread the word, you share my videos, you like them, you help them get boosted, you help more people find them, and you are the ones that are helping more people be drawn in. You're the ones coming back, you're the ones clicking subscribe, so this is really your milestone, and I'm just lucky enough to be the one on this side of the camera to talk to you about it. So thank you guys, and congratulations to all of you for being an awesome members of the Minion Army. So thank you all. I think that might be the last. Yes, that's it. So we'll go ahead and stop here. This has been a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but thank you all so much for watching. This has been my first ever reading your comments video. I might have to cut back and make this a little bit shorter in the future, unless you guys want me to keep going. Or maybe I just need to talk less, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Over the next 2 weeks, starting today on this reading your comments video up through the Monday or Tuesday before the next one, which will be 2 weeks from today, I'll be looking at videos, trying to pick out comments. So get creative, say things, ask questions, comment on stuff, and hiccup belch. Maybe you'll be fortunate enough to be found in the next reading your comments video. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for a mail video next Wednesday and another reading your comments the Wednesday after that. Until next time, see ya guys.